Okay. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to start with this video, or like what to say and when to say it, because there's a few things I want to talk about, and one of those things that I wasn't sure I was going to say happened like a few days ago, but I just like started trying to make the video, and all that I could think of was to start with last night, and then I wasn't sure what happened exactly last night, other than I relapsed. But the thing is, I relapsed the day night before that. So I was like, I had to pause, and I was like, I don't want to be dishonest. Like, I relapsed 2 days ago, not last night, but I relapsed last night as well. Anyways, beside the point. So last night I did relapse, and I relapsed 2 nights ago too. I guess that's the thing, is I was trying to figure out what to say, and I was gonna not say specifics about what happened last night. I don't know if I need to talk about last night. But like 2 days ago, I decided to see a movie. And, when I got to there's been times where I felt led to, go to the movie theater, and there just so happens to be, a Christian movie, playing at that time. And I'm like, oh, fantastic. Maybe that was probably God wanted me to even go and see that movie. But lately, my discernment's been off. I don't know exactly why. I have ideas why, but I won't get into those ideas. But anyways, so I had this feeling that was like kind of guiding me to go to the movie theater. So I went to the movie theater. I was like, oh, maybe it's like those other times. Get to the movie theater, and there's basically only like one movie playing at that time. There might be a second if I went before or after. Anyways. And one of the movies that was playing, I specifically felt like it was a bad movie to see. Not like bad, like oh, but like bad, like bad. And it's I don't know if I want to talk too much into it, but then the other movie, it would it would be a really, really, I don't know. Something wants me to say more, but I don't know what to say more. Like, it would have hurt me. Like, it would have legitimately hurt me if I saw that movie. And in the and it's supposedly a wholesome movie. Like, I'm pretty sure it's probably rated PG. The one I went to see, I think it was probably like PG-13. And I decided on the Marvel movie, because I've had strong conviction not to see this supposedly family friendly movie, or no, I shouldn't say friendly, a supposedly wholesome movie. But the superhero whatever movie, I was like, okay, maybe I'll get some sort of like sense of something going on in my life, or something that will like help me or be helpful, or I'll see something in the movie that might be good. Because personally, I don't want to see the movie, but I was like, maybe there's something in there that's might be good for me. I don't know. But I also felt a conviction not to. I did feel conviction not to buy the ticket. But I was like, ignoring that my discernment's been off, and that I thought that this might have been God. I was like, there might be something I need to see, and it's going to help me. So I went ahead, got the ticket, and saw the movie. And after seeing the movie, my flesh was, I don't know what word I would describe it, but my flesh was something. Because I specifically tell people, be careful what you watch. Most of the movies and everything out there caters to your flesh, and you can sow into your flesh, or you can sow into the spirit. And this movie was more. It's after seeing it, my flesh was just all going around. I don't know how to describe it. And now all of a sudden, I don't have any feelings of wanting to watch spiritual movies, which that's what I tell people. I'm like, if you just do nothing but fleshly things, then you're not going to, like, I know there's certainly exceptions to the rule, but if you do nothing but look at your phone all day, look at the internet, scrolling, look at TVs and movies, that are all catered to your flesh, then it's going to make it a lot harder to say read your Bible or go to church or listen to whatever or do whatever. And you're not going to probably even feel as much of the Spirit or something like that is my thinking. Something like that. There might have been whatever about that. But anyways, that's what I tell people. And I know that when I've watched movies in the past that were fleshly, even and whatever, and I literally feel depressed for the next 3 days. I watched a Key and Peele movie full of inappropriate humor, cussing, violence, drugs, sexual imagery, which I turned away from most of it, other than I caught a glimpse of like 1 second. But going into that, because it was a movie I probably shouldn't have been watching, because I got a feeling I was like trying to figure out what to watch. I'm looking at my YouTube. I bought it way back when, and I was like, got a feeling to watch it. I watched it, and like I don't know how long into it, I got the conviction to stop watching it. So I should have never even saw that sexual scene. But I was like, if God did tell me to, I was like, okay, I did get like some kind of message. They're trying to save their cat. I just got a cat. I don't know if there's something about that, but whatever. And I don't know I forget if there's other stuff about it, but anyways, I didn't listen to the conviction that was like, don't watch it any further. And I now watched it further. And now when I see that sexual imagery, I'm already in sin. I shouldn't even be watching this movie. And it affected me. Because like if I'm doing something like for God, or I'm not like doing something specifically against God, and I see some sort of sexual imagery, a person, a thing, or whatever, it's not going to bother me as much. But with this particular, I caught a single second of a woman in a thong bikini, and then that like image kept on popping in my head like over and over that night, like trying to get me to tempt the lust for that person, like over and over and over. Because I shouldn't have probably even been watching that movie. But anyways, that's one of those things. I'm going to talk about more of that. So I watch the Marvel movie, get home, my flesh is stirred up. I don't even want to watch the spiritual movies I usually do. I had a movie in mind I wanted to watch, and I thought it was on Disney. And there's other movies I'm sure were probably on Disney that I was like, oh, I could watch those maybe. I get a subscription to Disney, and I went ahead and get a subscription to Disney, which I've had strong convictions about Disney in the past, but I'm like, oh, maybe there's older movies, or maybe there's a movie out. I don't know. Maybe there's something good. I don't know. I don't really want to like bash Disney too much. That's probably turning someone away. Disney? Anyways, so I got Disney, and I'm looking at all the movies, and I don't feel a conviction to watch any of them. Like usually, like when I'm looking at my YouTube channel, and there's recommended movies, or I've got my apps, I'll get a feeling to watch certain movies. Sometimes I'll get a feeling, but then when I like start thinking of it, I'll get a conviction that's strong enough that's like, no, don't do this. And eventually I find one that I do get a feeling, and the conviction stays that's like, yeah, you can watch this, and it's pretty good, whatever. But anyways, I'm looking at all them Disney movies. There's not a single one that I don't feel a conviction that's strong enough, that I don't feel a conviction not to watch. There's a few movies that I got this feeling inside of me that was like, oh, watch this one. But I look at it,